freedom, strong, confident, powerful, sexy, like I'm flying. These are just some of the words that the ladies are using in our interviews with them and how they feel when they're on their bikes, in the wind, on two wheels, with that power between your legs. My name is Dawn, and I'm your host. Join me while I interview women from all over the world, and they share their adventures with us, their ups, their downs, the friends that are now family, all their stories from these amazing women. I look forward to you joining me and maybe even hearing your story. Reach out to me anytime. If you have a story that you'd like to share, reach out to me, shoot me an email at womansjourneyontwowheels@gmail.com. Check us out, A Woman's Journey on Two Wheels. So, welcome to A Woman's Journey on Two Wheels. My name is Dawn. I am your host, and I am here with a very, very, very good friend of mine, Jenn, who has been riding motorcycles, all types of motorcycles, since she's been 8 years old.
Yeah.
So, welcome, Jenn.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Hello.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, so let's get started. But let's start on the motorcycle journey. How old were you when you first started riding?
Well, I was 8, and I have 4 big brothers that all rode, so that's where my interest came from. So I remember the day my dad brought that mini bike home for me, and it was like it wasn't a mini bike, it was a miniature motorcycle with the racing number on it, a little Suzuki 80. Oh, I loved that thing. Loved it. And
what did they used to call those, like the pocket bikes? I mean, I don't know. That was when my kids were little, though. It was the pocket bikes. Yeah.
Right. I mean, the neighbor boys all had the mini bikes with the little fat tires, and I had the little. It looked like a racing dirt bike, And I loved that. Loved it. But that was my first bike. Yeah.
So Dad brought it home, and you had how many older brothers?
4.
4 older brothers.
All raced. Yeah.
What was next after that, as far as motorcycles?
I think. My first taste of freedom on the road, I think I was 12. I saved my money from a summer job, and I bought a Honda Hobbit moped. And that you didn't need to be licensed back then.
Right.
So I thought I was big stuff, riding around on the road with a motorized
moped.
Yeah, and after that it was my brother for my 16th birthday gave me a Honda 750. So, and it's been, rear view mirror since then. Yeah, it's been on.
So that was the first street bike. So tell me I know personally, but let's tell everybody. So I know you've been from your moped, the little tiny bike and the dirt bikes to the street bike to the Harleys, and give us a whole realm of everything that you've ridden over the years.
Road bikes, sport bikes. That was my midlife crisis, I believe. And now it's just the cruisers. I love the cruisers. You know?
So what do you ride now?
I have 2 bikes. I have a Harley-Davidson Sportster XL12.
What do we call?
His name's Rando.
Rando.
Yeah.
Rando. Rando's classic.
He is a classic. And a 98. He belonged to my brother who passed away. And I had quit riding for a while, about 6 years.
So why don't we backtrack? Tell us that story, because that's a good story. I have heard that before, but tell us that story.
Well, it's kind of a sad story,
well,
but it's still a story.
It's a story, and it's, yes.
I had a sport bike. I had a CBR 600, and my fiance at the time had gotten into an accident and passed away on that bike. And that was kind of like the end of it for me for about 6 years. And I just had no desire to throw my leg over a motorcycle again. And a blessing in disguise, one of my brothers also passed away. And when we went to his house, my oldest brother and myself, and I saw the motorcycle sitting in the garage, it was covered. He hadn't ridden it in like 7 years, according to the tag on the bike.
Right.
But I said, I don't care about any of this. I just want that bike.
Yeah.
And I took it home, and it took me about 6 weeks to breathe life into it again. And I worked on it all by myself and got him running again, and threw my leg back over the bike, and it was on again. I guess I'm just one of those people that's some women ride to empower after a divorce or something tragic in their life or a midlife crisis, whatever it may be. And I thought maybe that was me, and it's not. It's just something, either it's in your blood or it's not.
Right.
And for me, it's in my blood.
Right.
So, that wasn't something that was going to stop me from riding. And it's something that's my sanity.
It kind of brought you back, finding it, right? Seeing the bike and through that tragedy of your brother.
It was a healing journey for me. Being able to mourn the loss of a fiance and then the loss of a brother and spend that time with the bike, because to me, washing it and caring for it and maintaining it is just as important as riding it. And that's almost a spiritual experience for me. So, and that's what that was. And that brought me back to, I'm back. And then I understood the, the full empowerment of being able to do that, and understanding that there's a lot of women in our community that need that empowerment as well.
It's more than just, it's riding a motorcycle, but the feeling and that empowerment that comes with it. So you telling that story makes me think of a couple things. We already know Rando is who you found in that buried underneath everything, right?
Yeah.
So how, one, Rando got his name, or Rando got, his name. And then when you're riding now, having those things have happened to you throughout your life, right? With boyfriend and then your brother. When you are out there on the bike, what is that feeling, and what are your thoughts as far as, they have to be with you and thinking of them
They're absolutely
all the time,
with me.
You know?
I actually have a little stainless steel medicine vial that's in the saddlebags on Rando. And there's a vial that hangs underneath, like the bell, that has Randy's ashes. And Rando is what I called my brother when I was little. His name is Randy.
So that's where Rando came from?
Rando came from, that was my brother's bike. I remember when he bought that bike and rode it to my house, and I was like, "What do you?" He was 6'4". I'm like, "What are you? what are you doing?" He's like, "What is the XL12?" And I get it now, because my road name is Legs, so I have a 35-inch inseam. So where do you put your legs on this thing? But he just,
I've been behind you on Rando, and it's like, he rides that legs. Thing like a dirt bike, man.
Yeah, I do ride.
Shit. I remember the one night riding home, I was like, I can ride, but I can't keep up with this girl.
No, not on Rando, you can't. He's quick.
You were whipping him around? Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely breathed the life right back into me, for sure. And then, I also understand that at 58 years old, you need to slow down a little bit. I like my speed here and there, but...
Well, that's now. Right?
Yeah, now it's, I have my big Barcalounger, which is a Harley Davidson.
The Road Glide, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I love her. Her name's Flora, and she's so pretty. Yeah. Yeah, because she's the goddess of spring and renewal, and and that's why I named her that. And along with the wildflowers, and you got the shirt on.
We do have the wildflower shirt.
Yeah.
So that's good. We can just we'll hop into the wildflowers. So over the years, you've been through so many things. We can go on forever, right, of all the things that you've been through. So with that, though, when you are riding, and then we'll get to the wildflowers, right? So with everything, and that might be another time, another story, right, another day, because there's so much, right?
Of there's a bunch
going through, and we all, everybody has their stuff. Some people have a little bit more. Everybody has little less. Everyone has, right, their story.
Yeah.
So when you're out on the bike, what does that do for you through all of this shit, right? All this fucking shit that life throws at us.
It almost that wind blows straight through me, and just... It's like throwing a wake of everything in alignment behind me. So I don't even really listen to music when I ride. I'm all up in my head, and I do my best thinking when I get on a route that my bikes know. And I don't have to think about it. I just know where I'm going. I don't have to think about the turns or the stops.
Right.
And it all just flows behind me and lines up and makes sense. And I don't know if that makes sense, but it does to me. To me, it's my sanity.
For me, I will sometimes envision, the wind just blowing the shit off of me.
Yeah, exactly.
And for me, I like to go out and just I like to ride alone.
Yeah.
I've been known for that. I ride in by myself and I ride out by myself,
too.
whether it's events or stuff like that. But I like to go out and just, when I hit the light, I decide which way I'm going to turn.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the beauty
and
of
then
it. Is
I get to the next stop and I decide which way I'm going to turn.
Yeah.
You know?
And just that's the beauty of it. Just getting out there and not having any rules. You know, I'm a responsible person. I'm everybody's. Mark and I were having.
We are now.
Yeah, I am now. No, Mark and I were just having this discussion that when I hang out with the girls, I always end up being their dude, the responsible one. You know, the one that gets them home safe or leads the ride where everybody, you just have to follow me, you know. And I was telling him, I said, yeah, I used to tell my friends all the time, look, I'm not your dude. I'm not your dude. You know, be responsible for yourself. You know, you're out here on a bike by yourself. You need to be responsible for yourself. Yes. And if you want to ride by yourself, it's important. As you want to be empowered and you want to be that strong woman, you need to understand that comes along with
responsibility.
With the responsibility of being responsible for yourself, being aware of
what's going on
what
around
bar
you.
you stop at.
Yeah.
You know, if you're stopping at a biker bar and there's clubs in there or whatever, you know, you need to be aware of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Just non-complacent about your
That's
surroundings.
you know, I mean, I guess we come from a different time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we come from a different time. I mean, honestly, that's just, I don't even know any other way to say it, and I'm not going to try and sugarcoat it, but we do. We come from the women that we know and the women that we ride with. It's just a different time than some of the girls out there now, with no disrespect. But it's a different time. It's a different mentality, a whole different level.
You still need to maintain a level of respect for your environment wherever you end up, because, you know, there's a lot of communities within.
You need to know where you're going and know what you're riding up to. You just don't take, hop on your bike and then ride up to any place unless you know where you're going. You know?
Exactly. It comes with a whole realm of responsibility that I almost find it myself personally responsible for women to make sure they understand that when they where they're going and what they're doing, and making sure they're not disrespecting anybody else and their territory or their bar. I
think it's important too, like for new riders, right, or say younger women, or if there's someone even who's new to the area, right, to help them and educate them or whatever. Like, you just, unfortunately, it is the way it is.
It is.
You just don't want to ride up to any place. You want to make sure either you got a pack with you, whether it's a pack of your girls, right?
Yeah.
You just don't want to ride up. You know, for us, me saying, you know, I know where I'm going around here. So when we say we ride in somewhere by ourselves and leave by ourselves, we're going to where we know.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to where we're respected and we know where we're going.
Where they know us.
Yeah. And
they understand that we know how to behave. Most of the time. Yeah. I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that one. That's, you know, they know when we misbehave that, you know, what to watch out for.
Yes. Yeah, we have, you know, big brothers all over the Treasure Coast.
Yeah. Well, I will say that we've been very blessed. I know I have been very blessed with the women and the men in this community.
Yes, absolutely.
Just the whole biker community in this area, from, you know, my time that I've spent here has been a great community. So with that, let's go into the Wildflowers. Hence, I have my Wildflower shirt on.
Yeah, I do not.
Tell us from the beginning how Wildflowers started, where that came from, and what your thoughts were in the very beginning of Wildflowers.
Yeah. Well, it goes back to Rando again, and when I first started riding again and finding myself riding with, there was a couple specific groups in the area, and I don't know, I was just always feeling not disrespected, but disrespected by the women that don't ride their own, you know.
Okay.
And I just felt it was uncomfortable for me. And then I started meeting other women that were riding their own. And, you know, I was like, they were feeling the same way. You know, you're on your own bike. You know, there's things you need to look out for. There's things that, you need people to ride with. You can't always, you're not me. These are new riders or unfamiliar with the area or the biker community in this area.
Right.
That kind of needed that guidance. And I was like, I just need a place where women that ride their own can get on their bike and make new friends, empower each other, and hang out and go for a ride. Because we are different than normal women.
Yes, I would say that.
We're a lot different than normal.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's women that, like you said, stick their toe in the water and test the waters, and I've seen
like,
plenty of
and
that.
then they're like, and there's some that are like, fuck yeah.
That's right, and we've been fuck yeah for a long time.
Yeah.
But there's, and I hold a space for all of them, and I just wanted to make a place where women, whether it's fuck that or fuck yes, that they can come and it's a comfortable, safe environment for them to figure it out.
Yes.
You know, and find that group of women or not. If it's not for you, then it's not for you. But
so the Wildflowers, you're saying, is it's not just women who ride their own? It's mainly has become that?
It always has been women that ride their own, but it's not all women that will or have a passion to ride their own.
Right.
So there's some women that come in and they're just like going through divorce.
They're just dabbling.
Or
yes.
Then they need something to empower, and they're like, I'm going to get my motorcycle endorsement, and I can spot them a mile away, whether they're they're going to make it or not, because, like I said earlier, either it's in my blood, it's in your blood.
Yes,
it's something we're always going to do. I mean, I can see us 70, 80 years old. Whether I got to be on a trike,
three wheels, or fucking we're on it.
And a lot of that is just the camaraderie and just the friendships that you develop in the biker community.
Yeah.
It's a different world, And some women just don't, they're like, oh, yeah, empowerment, blah, blah, blah. And then they get their endorsement and they ride with us in a pack and they're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, no, I ain't doing it, right? They're like,
no. There's cars and trucks and things, And
these bitches are crazy.
Whoa, yeah. And how fast you going around that corner and slow down and, Yeah, because we ride hard. There's a group of women that here I'm blessed in this community with a lot of women that ride just as hard as I do. Mm-hmm. Just and I love riding with you guys.
Yeah,
and not always being the leader of the pack and doing good things.
So let's go further into the Wildflowers. So that was your initial thoughts, right?
Yes,
was to bring them together. Mm-hmm. And then how has it blossomed? The Wildflowers blossomed.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
We bloomed.
We bloomed.
We bloomed.
We're blooming, and we're still blooming.
I don't know. It's very fluid. So, it started with me getting back on the bike, and it became, 4 years ago I lost my son to suicide.
Right.
And for me, it's just been a very healing journey with first, my brother and then my son. But for me, doing good things in my community is what helps me heal.
Right.
That's what gets me over that hump and gets me on to the next tragedy, I guess. but
right.
It's true.
I know.
But there needs to be, and women at our age right now, too, it's not just losing a son. You're dealing with your ailing parents right now. They're coming to end of life and transition, and you have to change your life to care for them. And sometimes you just need somebody to lean on. And I want to show women that this group empowers each other. We hold each other up, whether it's your birthday or, somebody passed away, or we're always there for each other.
And I think it really, for me and being part of what you've created, right, as far as the Wildflowers, is it's about the big things and it's about the little things, It's about, the big tragedies that happen in our life, or just those little down days, what I mean? And the up days, of course. Like, we go out and we ride and we have a great time, but it's also about, those little phone calls or those little things the small things in everyday life that we just are there
to support each other with.
Absolutely.
With no judgment and that supportiveness across the board, which I think is, for me, amazing, right? To be part of the whole thing that we've started with the Wildflowers.
Yes.
You know?
It is amazing because I get so much out of it, and I love just taking a step back when we're in the middle of doing what it is we do. Mm-hmm. And I tell you guys all the time that, I'll do the work, but you are the present. Just show up. Because just our presence has this effect, empowering effect, but come to find out it's not even just for them, it's for us.
Right, exactly.
And I look around at the girls that showed up that have so much going on in their own lives, but showed up to do this anyway, just walking on air because of what they just did. And that's what I want to share, what I've discovered throughout all the bullshit I've been through in my life, that this is what makes me happy.
Giving.
This is what
giving is like
this
living,
is what heals me and empowers me to keep going, and I want to show that to other women.
So let's talk about that then, as far as what is it that the Wildflowers are doing when you say that this is when I watch and see the women showing up.
Do you want to know about the?
Well, I want you to tell. I mean,
specifics?
I know. So because I know because I'm here. I'm part of it. Look at it. I got the shirt.
And you're one of us.
So I am one of us. So let's tell the world what the Wildflowers are doing. In our community, we're in the Treasure Coast, South Florida. Like, what are the Wildflowers doing right now in our community to spread the joy? And what is it that we are doing?
I think, where that started, I think, is one of our ladies had an elderly parent in a nursing home.
Right.
And we decided that we were gonna dress up, and we love our tutus, and we love riding in heels and tutus because we want to bring attention to ourselves. And generally, when they see a bunch of women on motorcycles, that's enough. When they realize these are big motorcycles.
Up a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but we want to make even bigger spectacles of ourselves. And then COVID hit, and we were like, what are we going to do? Well, we were doing figure eights through, and we couldn't go into the facilities.
So let's be specific. The Wildflowers, what is it that you're doing around here locally where we're at?
Today?
Well, not today.
Or in the beginning?
How did it start, and then what is it that we're doing now? So
do you realize this is going to be year 6?
Wow. That since the Wildflower started?
7 since we started, but our 6th year of hashtag do good things.
Okay. So let's start with what you do, and then we can we'll backtrack. How's that? So what is it that happens? So holidays, it's Christmas, it's Halloween. Tell them a little bit about what we do.
We started getting back on our Zoom calls and our meetings in July, like Christmas in July kind of thing, because we do try to figure out rides and events for the ladies to all come together and meet each other, new people to our group. But we try to get everybody involved in the community because my belief is that, there's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world.
Yes, absolutely.
Politics and what's going on, and I won't get into that.
Yeah.
But for me, for my sanity, keeping it in the community and what you can do in your community to make that change that you want to see. Mm-hmm. And that starts that ripple effect. So start in your community. If everybody just focused on their community and making the change.
Yeah. And it's the little things sometimes,
it is the
right?
little
it's
things.
That smile at somebody walking through the door.
Absolutely.
That compliment of, I like your shirt, I like your earrings. Wow,
nice tits.
You look beautiful. Yeah.
You got some magnificent
we love
boobs.
Good boobies.
We love good boobs. Yeah, I will tell the girl. Those are amazing tits you got there, girl.
I'm the arms. Like if I see, because one, I don't have it like I used to, but
right.
Because
you know how hard you got to work for that.
Yeah, I competed years ago, but when I see a woman with good biceps,
hell yeah.
I'm like, great arms. I will tell them, people around me think me like, I'm like, that is some good arms because it takes a lot of fucking work.
Hell yeah, it does.
I was a personal trainer and, I did that. But anyway, so it's a lot. It's those small things when you give someone a compliment.
That's all part of empowering other women.
Right.
If you see it, say it. Girl, your ass looks good. My God, those are nice
Everything looks
tits.
great.
Whatever, those guns. Put your guns away. All that. Let them
I love
know.
it.
Let them know.
One of the things that the Wildflowers do, right, is go to we get together on, say, Christmas, Halloween is what
We
it's
start
been
in
so far.
Halloween, so we support the Arc of the Treasure Coast
In Martin County, yeah.
in Martin County, and we start with our witches ride. So
just to give everyone, like, whoever's listening out there, right, or watching. So we have sometimes 6, sometimes 10, sometimes 20 women. We get together, right?
if you build it, they will come.
Right. And we dress up in whatever the Halloween costume that you want, whether it's all witches or it's witches and it's pumpkins and it's, it's
Decorate
whatever.
the bikes.
Decorate the bikes and then go to senior living places. The Arc of Martin County is where we're at. So we've gone to
wherever
them.
we see
And
the
it's like
need.
spreading the cheer. So give us some details on that.
Well, we generally do the Arc of Martin County,
Uh-huh.
Treasure Coast Arc. They will change their schedule around and make their Halloween party on the day that we can come there. They love us so much, but we and all we do is show up dressed and decorated, our bikes decorated and us decked out, and we show up and we hand out candy, and it's an amazing thing, and it kind of kicks off their Halloween party for
They
them.
love it.
They come out and dance
love it.
with us, and they absolutely love it. Absolutely
When
love
you
it.
see like 20 women riding up on motorcycles
Yeah.
dressed up, those kids, just kids and adults, right?
Yeah.
They eat it up.
They do eat it up, and I tell all the girls, I really don't care about who gets involved. Usually, there's just a handful of us that do the heavy lifting. I don't care. I'll do it all. The gift is you showing up, getting dressed up that day, and show up because your presence is the present. Yeah. So and once they do it once, and they understand what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. They get more out of it. I get more out of it. You get more out of
absolutely.
it. And we leave that day feeling completely elevated. Yeah. And ascended to the next level of doing good things. And that's our hashtag, do good things. So you can put that in on any social media, and you're going to find the Wildflowers doing good things. We've been all the local nursing homes, some of them multiple times, some of them Halloween, Christmas, and then we do go into Christmas after Halloween. So we have a couple of nursing homes we go to and visit, and the Arc.
So you said it started with, we have someone in the group who had
a parent
who was in one of the senior living places.
Yes. Yeah. That's where the coquito started, too. I'm like, oh, yeah. I started because I make my own coquito. So I'm like, I'm going to bring coquito and we're going to do shots. So we did that. And coquito's not that strong, so just calm down. It's not tequila. It's not tequila. It's just coquito.
It's just coquito.
Yeah, and it's just a shot of coquito. It's to celebrate the kickoff of the holiday season. Mm-hmm. So, and it's just something I like to do for the ladies, and they kind of look forward to it now. But last year we ended up seeing in one day it was over 300. This is about
people, or
it was closer to 400. I think it was about 360 that we saw.
Yeah, I think I was there for like half of it. I think last year for Christmas, it was like half that I was there for.
We ended up like in one day seeing 4 because we were helping a friend out with Artie Arcopus. So and went over there too. But we ended up seeing about 360 people that day.
I had Taylor with us. I had Taylor last year. She loved it.
Yes.
She loved it.
Yeah, so we dress up as elves and Mrs. Claus or whatever, and we go into these nursing homes and we literally walk right into these rooms and we have goodie bags, which they don't even care about, but it's little things that they need. And I do put a Amazon wish list up on our Facebook community page. Yeah. So people can go and buy this stuff to help us fill these goodie bags that we bring to them. And it's little simple things, things that they need, things that will make them smile,
Right.
And it's just little things. And then we go in and hand out these bags and just spend some time with them.
Right.
We crawl into bed with them and steal their telephones and take selfies for them to send to their wives, They love that.
Funny.
They do. They love it.
So last year we rode up to one and there was Santa Claus, right?
We bring Santa with us, absolutely.
Santa for Christmas, there's Santa.
Yeah.
Christmas carols.
Yeah, we make them sing.
Right? And they love it.
Yeah, they do love it.
So we pull out, so last year, one of the ones that stick in my mind is the senior living places. Everybody's sitting outside.
I love that.
And just waiting. And
I
when
love
you
it.
have 15, 20 women riding through on motorcycles all dressed up like Mrs. Claus or Santa Claus. We have Santa Claus.
Frosty the Snow Hoe.
Frosty the Snow Hoe. I love that.
Yeah.
Frosty the Snow Hoe. And we have Santa Claus in the back.
Santa's with
We
us.
circled,
yeah.
we circle a few times, right?
Let them
Everyone-
see all the bikes because these ladies go all out
Oh, yeah, they
decorating
do.
these bikes, and it's not just a costume. I mean, there's lights and decorations on these motorcycles,
Yeah.
so we go all out.
Yeah.
It's quite a spectacle.
It's amazing.
It
It's
is
beautiful,
amazing.
and they love it. So then everyone stops and get off and sing Christmas carols.
Yeah, we
right?
make
and they
them
got
sing.
involved, right? And they got to sit on Santa's lap. And it's
Yes.
so, for me, my experience of that was, I mean, one, it's so beautiful to see the faces on the people sitting there outside. Just so excited to watch and see, and then even sitting on Santa Claus's lap, we have, I don't even remember what his name is.
See, we had a 100-year-old lady that
God.
just walked up and was hugging Santa, and she was
fucking happy, man.
She was 8 years old again. You know what I mean?
Someone
It was
flirting with Santa, right? One of
Yeah,
the old
she
ladies
was.
was grabbing his ass and stuff.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, they were jumping
Oh
out of
my
their
God.
wheelchairs and trying to get on our motorcycles.
They
and I'm a
loved
lady
it.
rider. I'm a lady. It's a beautiful thing.
They loved it so much.
It really is, and the joy that we bring to them it's nothing compared to what we get out of it, and that's what the Wildflowers are about: is empowering women to do good things and heal whatever's going on in your life by doing good things in your community. And it's a catch-22. It's not a vicious circle. It's just a circle.
Right.
It's a circle of healing. It's a circle of growth. It's a circle of transition. And so many women need that.
Yes.
It's especially going through a hard time in life.
Yeah.
When you get to be middle-aged.
Any
and
age, yeah. Middle age, any age. I mean, this getting
age.
old shit is for the fucking birds.
It
but,
is. It is, but it seems like we will take any. I love the younger people. That I wish we had more younger Wildflowers, but
Yeah.
it seems to be we're all about the same age,
Yeah.
and we're in that place in our life where, we're burying our parents or caring for our elderly parents, or, whatever's going on in our lives. How do you deal with that, especially if you're newly divorced and now dealing with your parents, and life happens. Who do you turn to?
Right.
We
we have the Wildflowers.
have the Wildflowers. Yeah, and we're throwing fertilizer and wildflower seeds everywhere.
We just talked about everyone rides up, and there's all those beautiful moments of how it makes us feel, and the people who are sitting there, the elderly or the kids or the adults from the Ark. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot behind the scenes that some of the Wildflowers are part of and some are not. I know I'm a little bit and then not, right? So, but there's a lot that goes into it behind the scenes. So share a little bit of that with us.
Yeah, there is a lot. I mean, it's something that's constantly on my mind.
Right.
And I'm always looking. I have things that are near and dear to me and my heart, and local homelessness and our needy children. But where I did see a need was with our elderly. They seem to be forgotten during the holidays. The kids are taken care of.
I'm gonna chime in right there just to say that. So, when we've gone to a few of the places, and it's beautiful, but then it's heartbreaking, right? Because you see some of the people in the elderly places that just, you don't know if they have family or what's going on, right? And they're...
A lot of them outlive their own family.
They're alone, right?
Yeah, they're alone.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt, but that was like...
Yeah, that was somewhere
heart.
I just saw the need for, because again, the everybody thinks about the kids at Christmas,
right?
Everybody does, but what about their grandparents and their great grandparents? Who's taking care of them? And just our visits and going. We literally walk into these nursing homes and go room to room, and there could be a dozen to 20 of us, fully dressed with goodie bags, and making them sing, taking pictures. We steal their phones and take pictures, and they love it. They love it. They absolutely love it, and again, we love it more.
Yeah. It is. It's a beautiful thing. So
it is. It's a beautiful exchange of the feeling of Christmas and what it should be.
Any holiday. It's Valentine's Day. It's Halloween.
Oh yeah, we do that too. The Valentine's Day after Christmas, we do the witches ride.
Right.
That's where it started. We dressed up as witches just to draw attention to ourselves, and then decided we would start doing good things, and then Christmas and our Amazon wish list and goodie bags, and generally doing 3 or 4 facilities with about 400 to 500 people per year. Then we started with Valentine's.
Yes.
So we have the local elementary school kids that will hand make our Valentine cards for us.
Very, very cool.
So, there's no love lost on Valentine's Day for somebody
it's
that's
nice to
that's
have that, right? So we have our producer here with us, right, tonight. Hi, Mark.
I'm off camera.
Thank you. Off camera.
He's right here.
We got to thank him. So I think I feel like this could go on and on. Like we could go on and on.
He's a huge part of this. I
Right?
couldn't do it without him, because he's the guy behind the scenes that makes our website for us, which is www.wildflowersLadyRiders.com. You can find us on TikTok. You can find us on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
And if you just type in hashtag do good things, you will find us.
Wildflowers.
Yeah, we've even made it to front page of the newspaper.
Yes, locally, yes.
Yes, we have.
Yep.
Had a beautiful article done.
So I feel like we can talk again, right? And get you on the show and talk again. So tell us your biggest, what is it that you love the most when you're out riding? What do you love the most when you're out there and you're riding, and whether it's by yourself or with the camaraderie of other women? Or
I love every aspect of it. I love the camaraderie and not just with my biker brothers and sisters. There's just a brotherhood and a sisterhood. I know in my community I'm safe no matter where I go.
Right.
Somebody knows who I am.
Right.
There's another biker that knows. I know that if I'm riding by myself, if I'm broke down on the side of the road, somebody will stop and help me out, just like I would do for them.
Right.
I love I have friends that dive, and that's something that I also want. I want to do that too.
Yeah.
They explain the same thing. It's that peace that comes over you when you're down below and you're diving. It's the same thing for me. I feel that peace. I feel calm. People tell me all the time, I can't believe how relaxed you look sitting on that bike. I literally feel like I'm sitting on my couch.
It's almost like a meditation, right?
It is, absolutely. And like I said, it is a meditation for me. Things blow through me and line up behind me when I'm riding. Right. And I'm in my head, and like Rando doesn't even have a stereo. I'm not listening to music. I'm either riding hard or I'm thinking hard.
Right, where now you have one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I can listen to
Flora.
music.
Flora, right?
Flora,
Flora has some music, yeah.
She's got everything.
If you could give one message out there, so for a woman who's thinking about, say, riding, and I'm going to say, so for me, when I did financing, right, a financing motorcycle. So what I found was it was men getting divorced, in life crisis, and women. Like, women got a divorce, and they're like, fuck him. I'm buying a fucking motorcycle.
Exactly.
But anyway, if you had one message out there that you could send out to any woman who's thinking about riding a bike, what would you tell her?
Do it. Absolutely do it. See if it's for you, but understand that it's not for everybody.
Right.
Either it's in your blood or it's not.
Yeah.
And there's women out there that need to do that and that's fine. Wildflower is all of these women. Empower you if it's not for you, but you got what you needed from it. That's good too. Mm-hmm. Some people it's in your blood, some people it isn't. Yeah, do it. Get your endorsement, take your class.
Yeah.
Aren't you an instructor now?
Oh, I was a range aid for a little while.
Range aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Range aid for a little while, and then
women come to me all the time and ask me about it, and you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to have a motorcycle. Just go take the class.
Just do it, yeah. Then see what happens. Find yourself a group of women.
Yeah, right? See what happens, and if it's for you, then do it. Then go buy the motorcycle, and you don't have to go finance a brand new Harley Davidson. Yeah. Go buy a $3,000 Yamaha.
So my first street bike, I guess I gotta say, was a Honda Rebel, right? Like, I grew up on the back of a bike, and I rode one, but mine
those were
was,
very popular back in the 80s and 90s.
And then I went to a sporty, and then on and on and on.
I've had Hondas and Harleys and Yamahas,
and we have a lot of women who ride all kinds of bikes, right?
Yeah, all kinds of bikes, and it doesn't matter. The experience is the same. It's the wind in the face, you're in the wind. And I don't know. It's just if you're comfortable on it. Yeah. Either you're, oh my God, look at me, I'm so empowered. Look at what I'm doing. Look at me.
All right. So that makes me think of something. I'm sorry. So, all right, let's talk about how fast. What's the fastest that you've ridden on your bike?
Me?
No. Yes, you.
With somebody else or just by myself?
You by yourself.
I really don't pay attention. I've had people tell me because
I've speedometer buried out at.
I don't look down. I really don't. But I've.
Yeah, you have. Don't give me that shit. I know. My max was, I think, 130.
Yeah, I was 136. Is what?
Don't be shy. You're not shy.
No, I'm not shy. 136.
Yeah, mine was that 125, 130.
Yeah, 125, 135, right in there. But I mean, I'm not paying attention when it happens, and it's usually
feels
out.
So good, doesn't it?
Hutchinson Island, out on the island, right there. Yeah. I've had friends tell me, I just look in my side mirror, and that's all because I smoked those blue cigarettes, the vape cigarettes back. They see this blue light glowing, and it's hanging out of my mouth, and I'm just flying down the island doing. They're like, "Oh my God, what do you?" Yeah, she's doing 130 mile an hour on a sporty.
Mm-hmm. Well, so we're going to wrap it up. Although we could do more. We can go on and on and on.
Yes.
So anyway, we're going to end this. My good friend Jen here is our tequila drinker in the crowd. So you can count on a shot of tequila no matter where we are or what we're doing, right? There's a fucking flask of fucking tequila.
Yeah.
And be careful of the water bottle that you grab because you never know what's in it. Just
Smart
saying.
water. Well, you know what? Because a lot of women have their nerves are like on edge, and they're most dangerous when they're nervous. They're nervous, yeah. So just to take the edge off, I'll walk up to them and hand them my flask and be like, "It's okay, man. Just take a shot."
We're a tight group. We're a tight group.
Take a shot and relax.
We're gonna end with a shot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Straight out of fucks. Let's pretend I give one.
There's 0 fucks left, right?
0.
Oops. So we'll end with 1, and I think we'll
chase it with mixed tequila.
With mixed tequila. As we move forward, though, we'll have some things posted with the Wildflowers doing the, what's our next ride coming up?
What do we have coming up? We're working on a couple things.
Right.
You're working on a couple things.
Yeah.
It's coming
It's going
together.
to be Halloween. It's going to be our next, right?
Yeah, it's going to be an eventful season. I'm looking forward to
Too.
bringing a lot of smiles and gaining a lot
There
of.
we go. I love you.
I love you too.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Woo!
It'll make your nipples hard. And we'll chase it with more tequila.
Cheers. Thank you. I love you.
I love you too.
This is A Woman's Journey on Two Wheels, and that's a wrap. Stay tuned for more inspiring, beautiful women, beautiful souls. You're worth it. That's a wrap.